A lovely horse.
And we've got the first of our team riders getting ready to do their test here. This is Lauren Nicholson and Vermiculus, who we call Bug.
We know him a little bit.
We know him a little bit. I've known Bug since he was a 4-year-old. Actually, since he was a 3-year-old. God, he was feral.
You know, when we did the camps and Lauren came to us and she's, what, 16? Tell that story.
Exactly. I know. She was a
Remember
funny
when
working student.
we switched trainers around?
I know. And they kept saying, this girl really rides well and she's got soft hands.
And David was the last one to work with her, and then he came into the to the trainers.
Hey, guys, got to pay attention. Yeah, we've been talking about her.
That's the one we were talking about.
I know.
She's really good.
I know. The really fun thing about this horse is that this is the full brother to Lauren's young rider horse, who we call Snooze Alarm. And Snooze took her through all the levels. It was her mom's horse, and Lauren ended up competing. It took it to the Kentucky 3-day event. Did her first Kentucky on Snooze, and now the breeders called her and said, "Hey, we've got its full brother."
It was only 2, I think, at the time.
Yeah, and Snooze was the firstborn, and Bug was the lastborn, and so he came with the name Boogie Board, and he was still a colt when she bought him. So,
you know, she's just had a wonderful year. Starting with Rocking Horse, she won that division with a 29 in the dressage. She withdrew from the Kentucky 3-day event, and mainly because he had a little bit of something, and he was getting fit, but he wasn't quite fit enough, I think, and so she withdrew after the dressage, only to come back to do the 5-star in Germany called Mühlen. She had a wonderful weekend there where she finished 4th. And that's probably 4th out of how many horses?
Plenty of
like
horses
60
there.
or 70 horses.
Yeah.
He's a beautiful horse. And
he's a beautiful horse.
I can tell you, he did not trot like that when he started.
No, he did not trot like that. Lauren has taught him how to trot like that. She's taken a book out of our friend Amy Tryon's.
With
a page out of her book that teaching
with
her
Poggio
and teaching the thoroughbreds how to trot. And he is an Arab, so he can get a little naughty.
Sassy,
exactly.
He does it with a smile, you know.
I know.
Which is even super annoying.
I know, and they're such good pals. These two. They've obviously Lauren has done all of the work on him, and
look at that.
So, yeah.
Well, I know Jackie Mars is here watching, and Jackie, we have all of our fingers crossed that it continues on the same level that it's been started on, which is just wonderful. A half pass. She's a real pro, Lauren. She's been competing ever since she was a child, and at the 5-star level since Snooze. How long ago was that?
Oh goodness, that was
7 or 8 years ago.
No, it was longer than that. It was 2010.
Oh boy, 12 years ago.
Yeah, that was a bit ago now.
Her maiden name was Kiefer. Now she is married to Sam Nicholson, and Sam is also a big part of the sport behind the scenes.
Yes, he has been busy working with your husband, David, to get this cross-country course all organized and sorted, and building cross-country jumps and being a triathlete and all the things.
And he's building cross-country jumps for Mrs. Mars' property down in Ocala.
Yeah. Keep your feet moving, Bug. Come on. Yep.
She got there.
She did get there, but she knew too if she kicked him too hard, he would.
Right.
He might take it out on her later.
Might go Arab.
You might go very Arab. He'd be like, "Do not kick me.
Don't touch me like that."
I know.
That's an extended walk.
Yep.
See how she's moving her elbows quite a lot.
Yeah.
And that's just indicative of the horse moving his extended walk all the way through his body.
His little back that he has. Pole to tail, that horse is not very long.
He's compact.
He is compact. Bug, do not be
good boy.
An Arab.
She got it. She got it.
Beautifully riding. Yep. Get in that corner. She knows.
And Lauren is a team member for our team with this horse to go to the World Championships.
Yes, she is. Yeah.
And everybody's real excited about the team that's been selected. I think they've got a wonderful team.
Oh, that tail may be coming up.
And she feels it, and she sits even deeper.
Yep.
Yeah. Your back will move like this now.
Yes, exactly. Good boy, little Bug.
And if he's settled, he has beautiful changes.
Absolutely.
I think she has such a good program with how to warm him up as well.
Yep.
And that's practice. That's over a long period of time.
Yes.
Short wrist finishing, redemption song, 339.
And she's telling him, she says, hey,
Bug.
big guy, there we go.
Bug, keep your head still.
Yep. So I'm getting you ready for the next event, really, by telling you have to do this.
Back in May, and 11th in Mid-South on Kentucky Boat Park last October.
Hunches over a bit.
I'd
There
like
we
to
go.
see the hunches a little bit more left.
Yep. There we
It's
go.
very hard because the camera's not exactly on the center line. So
No, yeah.
it's sometimes not easy to see the angle.
Yeah.
And of course, the camera can't be on the center line because
No,
it would
because of the
interfere with
judge.
the
Yeah,
judge's
exactly.
view.
I know.
59.63.
Good
There
boy.
we
Nice.
go.
That was a beautiful change.
That's the one she was looking for.
That's what she was looking for. Good boy, Bug.
Overall, a wonderful test.
I think, yeah, this is a very workman test, and she's been able to sort of maneuver him and prepare him for her next. Ooh.
That's a good place to halt.
Her next,
right
yeah, I
now.
was going to say, she's actually really preparing him for his next test, which will be in Rome.
She's waving
Yeah.
to Miss Mars.
Yes. Who should be very, very happy.
So, Max, we have two scores. The first one is Doug Payne on Quantum Leap, 62.71 and a 68.7.
Oh, that's a big difference. Okay.
68.75 for a total score of 34.3.
Okay.
And then
He should be very happy with that. That's one of his better scores.
And
yeah.
then we have a good score here coming up with Katie Lichten.
Oh, wonderful.
Yarrow, the judges really liked it. Actually, big difference as well. 66.46 from the first judge. Second judge
Wow.
has 72.8.
My goodness. Okay.
So, that's six percentage points. She's in a tie for third place on a 30.7.
Good for her.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, good job.
Not reading it right, over jumping it, so.
Here's Lauren.
Not wasting any time. Jump in the left-hand corner of fence
Yeah,
2.
2. Lauren comes forward with a 39.0. Disappointing show jumping, I know.
Yeah, it was unfortunate yesterday because they're a pair that definitely have the ability to lay down a
Check out her
double clear.
Lemulin in the CCI 5-star long when she was 4th than just a couple months ago.
Yeah, and sometimes on a horse like this, it's harder to jump in an arena like this before you've done the cross country. Sometimes it's a little bit easier to actually ride them on the final day.
You mean this Arabian?
If they're a very blood type of horse. Be a little opinionated.
Listen, there is no question this horse can jump a clear show jumping, and it was just out of character for that. But he's really running and jumping now. Only about, what is he, 15.3? Maybe
Yeah,
16 hands?
if that. And Lauren is quite leggy.
She's leggy?
She's leggy. She's got those long legs. And Lauren here riding in the orange and blue colors for Stonehall.
All right, big Tricaner here for Lauren. 3 strides. Whee!
This horse just loves his job.
Now look at this gallop. She really would like to prove that this horse has a gallop worthy of a clear round inside the time.
Well, and Lauren being quite tall, this horse not just short in his stature, but even his neck. If you see how much taller she is over his front end, she has to be quite careful with where her position is on a horse like this. So a lot of times you're on a bigger horse, you have a lot of neck out in front of you, and it's nice to have a little safety.
Yeah, she's kind of eating his ears.
This is the first of the World Games, World Championship. U.S. combination you're going to see on the course today.
Yarrow getting a little strong going into the table in that infield. That's what we were talking about earlier. It's easy to have a little bit of a miss or miscommunication there because it becomes so flat running down the hill, going past that main arena. God, he jumps super over that.
Perfect.
This is riding great so far.
Good as the brush is.
Now, and Lauren is obviously part of our squad going to Pertoni. And this will be her second Worlds. She was a member of the squad that went to the World Equestrian Games in Tryon in 2018, and they'll be making their second appearance
Well, looks like we had
next
a
month.
refusal at the final water.
Oh, that's too bad. I just missed that, honestly. I was watching Lauren's round that Yarrow just picked up a refusal going into the big rail into that final water.
That'd be disappointing.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't want any part of it.
You know,
he is done.
I think she's like, you know what,
She's like,
that's enough. There's no way this is happening. That's too bad. She was having a really, really nice round.
That's a really hard thing to get your mind wrapped around.
But a mature decision. You know, she's a younger rider, and she has some experience under her belt. But to know that, you know what, this is not the jump you come around and just play around to see if you can get it done once more. There's always another day. It's also hard because it's right by...
Big rail, big drop. Let's see how she does the shoulder brush.
Oh, he picks up on it. Miles out.
He don't care.
You don't need her up there.
Who needs reins?
Just kidding, Lauren.
Or maybe she doesn't need him under her.
It looks like we have a new starter out there. That looks like Holly Jack Smither.
Yep. She's coming forward on a 34.7. A Canadian rider. And here's Lauren again.
And this is an exciting horse to have going into Bertoni because it is going to be a real fitness test, as Lauren knows very well. She was one of the riders that went to go scope it out at the test event. And this is definitely the type of horse you want on the cross country.
This horse looks very strong.
Yeah.
And we have Holly Candy King around the opening.
Oh. You're going
I
to
don't-
want to
I'm
be
not-
having a
I'm
little
not sure.
stronger ride coming in there.
There we go.
Oh,
Wow.
stands off that a bit. Yeah, it looked like he was just getting a little keen in the beginning of the course, and it's hard because you're going down that hill to really have to have that conversation. You got to get that done so then you can keep riding forward there. So you'll see her want to work out some of that going into this main infield before she gets over to the meaty corners. You see those two passing each other. And then you've seen some of our other riders pass each other a little farther into the meat of the course, so that means Lauren may be a little up on her time, or Holly taking her time in the beginning.
Around the arena for the brushes. Holly Candy King, Canada. 30.
Lauren taking her time here, making sure she really sets them up well for the coffin. It's so smooth,
That's
you know?
beautiful.
Yeah.
Keep going. Now, let's see about this big log with a big drop after it. See how economical she can be through here.
It's hard where this is placed
Yeah.
because they get switched off. They're
Well, they
going
don't
right back
see that.
towards the barns.
They don't see the jump until late.
Yeah, and you watch all the horses. They put their ears.
Oh,
A great job there. Yeah, really nicely done. Yeah, you see all the horses look straight back
Beautiful.
at the barns going through that turn, and then that's kind of why you have to swing wide, so you can give them a second and give them the right ride, so you're still positive coming in and not having to get desperate.
Well, I'm sure that Jackie Mars and also Lauren's parents are going to be just so excited about this round.
Holly's horse here, I know she's been developing a great partnership with. This is a 12-year-old warm blood gelding. And Holly's a great girl. She's always so positive. You know, she's one you'd really want to have the team spirit on going into
Great for
the World
morale.
Equestrian Championships.
Over the last fence for Vermiculus.
Team USA squad going to the games. Here's Lauren Nicholson.
Lauren
Do we know this
Nicholson coming
person?
into the ring now.
Oh, man.
415.
We do know Lauren very well. We know this horse very well. I think that Bug's been around for a while. He's now at 2007. What does it make him, 15? And he's been sort of a kind of a local favorite because he's so little and punchy and
Vermiculus.
naughty,
Oh, his personality
all
is
sorts of
hilarious.
things. Like, and you know, he's the full brother to her first 5-star horse, Snooze Alarm, that she took around Rolex Kentucky 3-day event,
10th place.
and
47.0.
same breeder in Illinois, near where she lives. She produced this horse, bought it as a yearling, produced it from the
Yep.
very beginning. Nobody else has really ridden this horse. Maybe David a little bit, but that would look kind of funny.
And you don't have a lot of professional riders that go seek out finding Arabians.
She just loved the way Snooze Alarm
Yep.
went and what he was able to do.
But isn't it something a feel, and you
Sure.
it just fits.
The thing I've really enjoyed watching over the years, because of course she's based with us, or we're based with her now. I don't know who, but is how she has changed this horse's paces in the dressage.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't know how to trot out of a paper bag.
Well, I know she and David has helped her on the flat for a long time, and Jackie Brooks she's worked with a lot recently. But it does. It used to look like a pony, and it looks like a real horse in there.
Well, and then when at the height of my career and David's, the rider that we were most enamored about was Amy Tryon, and what she was able to do with her thoroughbred Poggio, and how she literally taught the horse piaffe and passage in order to get more range of motion of the shoulders.
Just bellies that and then has it behind. And Bug, I know in the past it's been a little bit hard to jump in here. He can get a little rank.
3 down there for Lauren Vermiculus. No time faults. 12 added, now gets to
So
39.
she adds 12 to her 27, so that's a 39.0 going into the cross country.
Yeah, which is too bad because her last outing at Le Moulin, she was clear in the show jumping, which is, a big
That's
feat
harder.
there. Yeah.